Welcome to the Twoncast. California's on fire. Yeah, California's on fire, dude. It's crazy. R.I.P. my man Riley Gale. The energy. It's in the air, bro. You're still here with us, bro. This is like a Thursday night right now. Just came back from a little trip, chilling with my sweetie, man. Had a great time, bro. I'm telling you, dude. It's crazy, man. The love is in the air. It's like a blessing, dude. It's such a fucking blessing to me, dude. Taking it slow, though, you know what I'm saying? It's always good to be by yourself. Do your thing. You know what I'm saying? Do you. Learn you. Learn yourself, man. Love yourself. Because check this out, bro. You can't love nobody else if you don't love yourself. Much love to you. If you're listening, much love to you. This is Twoncast. I was in fucking Calabasas. It was in Malibu. I was doing all the shit, bro. You know, it's like you go when you with Shorty, y'all be doing mad shit that you probably wouldn't do. Shorty hooked me up with the little smell kit. She made me a little scent to spray my room. Gave me the little incense. Gave me the little Palo Santo. See, that's love, man. What shorties you know be doing stuff for you like that, man? That's a hookup. Shorty hooked me up. Having a great weekend. That wasn't even a weekend. That was my weekend, you know what I'm saying? My little weekend off from work, you know what I'm saying? I got my mans today. Got my man Freddie Ruiz. Played in such bands as I wrote haikus about cannibalism in your yearbook. Punch. 625 band called the Rosenbombs. And another band called Call So Loud. And then he did a song on Fantasy Beds, actually, that he did the beat for Brett Michaels, Shawn Michaels. So my man is fucking crazy. Like, talented is not the word, dude. I don't even use that fucking stupid ass word. That shit don't got no emotion to it. My man is fucking a beautiful human being. A very rare human being. Someone you just don't come across every day. So I got him on here today, man. And I got him here talking, bro. Having a chit chat. So go tell little bro, go tell big bro, go tell little sis, go tell big sis, go tell your non-binary friends. We got one for the books, man. Living today. I don't even know, man. We just doing us, man. Doing us, we having fun. You know what I'm saying? You know? Stay away from these knuckleheads, man. Keep to yourself, man. If you hear me and you listen to one thing I say, man, keep to yourself, man, because people gonna get you in trouble, man. Stay away from these damn knuckleheads. Do you. If your friends make fun of you about you doing something, man, fuck them, dog. Just go do you. Do you. And now, my man Freddie. all of the bands that you've been in the Bay Area.
All the bands that I've been in. Okay.
That's a lot. That's from start to finish, though.
Start to even like stupid high school stuff
Everything.
that don't everything. Okay. All right. So the first band that I was ever in was called Disco Sasquatch,
Sick name.
and that and that was when we were in high school in Antioch, California, and the people in that band were Patrick Edelbacher, Stephen Bruder, and Jeff Rady. And then so from there I was in a okay, well, let me start with that band. That band was just kind of like I guess a joke band, or kind of just like a stupid high school band. Like we just, when you're hella young and you're just like, oh, that would be hella funny if we had this name and sing about this stupid shit, you know what I mean? So we just kind of did that. And we actually played a couple shows, like house shows with like, just people at our school. Like we just told everyone that we were going to play a show, and then like this person's parents weren't home. So we're like, there's like a gang of kids like going to this kid's house, and then we set up and played in the living room. So it was like 30 kids there, which was pretty cool. So it was like an actual show. And then like there was like no other band, so we like played the set like twice, which is kind of cool, I guess.
Like it's better the second time around too.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So it was like that, and then I don't know. It was like a silly name, but like I think if we took it a little more seriously, or kind of knew about like a scene or something like that, or was kind of plugged into something, I think we could have probably played some decent shows, I guess. So there's like that. so there was that, and then after that, with Jeff, who was in that band, I started with Jeff and a couple other guys, Juan and Daniel. We started Rosenbombs while we were in high school. So basically, when that band started, I first met Juan in art class, and I started talking to him because we sat at the same table, and I had like a white like button-up shirt, and I drew like the Germs like blue circle on the pocket. And then he was like, oh, hey, dude, you like the Germs? And I was like, oh, yeah, that's cool that you know about that. And he was like, yeah, dude, like, this was actually when I first moved to Antioch. Like, was when I met him, and that happened. But then, like, later on, we started Rosenbombs. And then, how I first met Juan was in art class, and he saw that on my shirt. And he was like, oh, dude, I got to introduce you to, like, everybody, because that's kind of how I met, like, all of the like punkers from Antioch that were around back then. And then well,
shouts out to
man, I think yeah,
what he just had the baby, little Oscar.
Yeah.
That was wild. We've seen him.
Shout out to Juan, dude.
Shout out to Juan.
Juan's a homie.
Juan?
But yeah, I don't know. It's kind of weird to think about like the timeline and everything, because it's just kind of like so long ago. But yeah, we started that band in high school. We basically were just like all just trying to figure out what style of punk that we liked. So we originally wanted like Rosenbombs to sound like the Faction, or like Los Olvidados, and like just like skate,
straight up San Jose skate punk.
Yeah, we were trying to sound like skate rock basically, because we skateboarded. So we were just like, yeah, let's just like sing about skateboarding and like play fast punk.
I love that.
And then so we were just trying to like be like that, like bands like that. So yeah, so we did that for our demos. That was kind of like where the vein that we were kind of tapping into. And then and we just kept trying to like discover like new bands. This was like right when like downloading like music, pirating music like was first like a real thing. Like everybody started to do it. So we were just like, okay, let's like continue to just like dig and like find some bands and like
Soul Seek?
you know, just we just what was that?
Soul Seek?
Yeah, Soul Seek and
LimeWire?
like LimeWire, you know what I mean?
Raw?
Yeah, so those ones and then just try to find new bands and new music and stuff. And then once we started kind of digging a little deeper, I forgot who found Spaz, but we discovered Spaz somehow, and then we were just kind of like we were kind of playing just like faster punk, you know what I mean?
Mm.
And then we like heard Spaz, which was like the blast beats and just like the crazy fast, you know, hardcore sound, and we basically were just like, what the hell is this? And we just kind of like started laughing because the blast beat, we're just like, dude, these drums like sound like crazy, like we were just like tripping off of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, like the first time you heard that kind of shit.
What was the first rap song you heard?
I don't remember what song it was, but man, like when we first started listening to that band, we're just like, holy fuck, like what is this? And then like we started kind of like digging deep and like, oh, it's like a whole like genre of music.
Ooh.
And then we're just like, whoa, this is like a whole thing. And then we kind of just started digging into that a little more. And you know, of course, we heard like all the 625 bands and stuff, and then that's kind of like when we started to like change, like started incorporating kind of like the stops and the the change ups and the blast beats and stuff. So yeah, and then I don't remember how we got in touch with Max Ward, but I'm sure Juan or Jeff. What was that?
When Rosenbombs first started, you guys didn't really even like, did you play a lot in like outside of Antioch?
Well, we played, I remember, yeah, we did play outside of Antioch a few, so there was kind of like we played like a couple like weird like punk rock shows, like pirate punk affiliated shows with people that lived in like Pittsburgh.
Okay.
Before, and then a couple house shows, and then there was kind of like a weird venue out there in the 925 called the Epidemic, and it was like ran by like some church, but they would like let anyone play. So like we played there, and then like
that was that band, that hardcore band that Scott was in at that time. What was it called?
Boundary. I think they played. I don't know if it was the same show.
Yeah.
I don't remember, but we definitely played there. And then like we were just trying to like kind of get our feet wet, just like playing live. And then mostly it was just like house shows, like garage shit, like little setups or whatever. And then like when you're like a kid and you don't really like know how to really get connected,
Yeah, you just play whatever.
Yeah. So basically like it was mostly just like Jeff and Juan kind of like connecting the dots a little bit. So like I remember that we did start playing shows out in the city. I remember we played at the Palazzo when Palazzo was still in existence. And then
that's how you know
yeah,
because you call it Palazzo.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
The younger kids call it submission. They're like submission, and I'm like, oh.
No, bro. That was Palazzo, bro. That was like the upstairs shit.
Like Palazzo. Oh, you know what? Palazzo Gallery was actually smaller, and it was above the McDonald's.
Bro, that's where we played. The upstairs room, the hella small upstairs spot, like back then. Early 2 racks.
I seen Have Heart there, like one of the first Have Heart
sick.
tours. When they
That's
just had
dope.
the 7-inch. This was just when the 7-inch was out.
That's amazing.
All right.
Yeah, so we played there. I think that might have been with Doppelganger.
Oh,
Um,
okay.
so so basically what we did was we lived in Antioch. We would just like go to school and then go to Jeff's house and practice like every day. And then once we kind of had songs, we kind of like we knew some kid who had like a recording set up, and
Mm-hmm.
then he just recorded our demo. So we had like the files on our on a computer for the demo. So we would just go to like the Walmart and we would steal like spools of CDs or we'd steal blank tapes, and then we would just record the demo onto those. And then once we started to kind of start actually going to shows, we would just kind of hand out demos to like people that we knew or just like people that we knew were in like bands and stuff. And then I remember seeing Doppelganger a few times, and then we kind of like, I think I gave Keith a tape from what I can remember. I just remember just giving tapes to like just anyone and everyone that I could, or like a CDR, and we would like make our own like artwork for it and stuff. And then
That's like dude. The CDR days are really like a forgotten art. Like before, now people are like, check out this link, and then, but like,
oh yeah,
it's crazy how it went from a CDR to a USB
oh yeah,
damn link now, and like, how do you really just get someone to listen to music nowadays? Like, you're like,
yeah, yeah, exactly. I think kind of like our generation of bands were probably like the last kids to kind of just
CDR, huh?
do like a small recording, like small budgeted recording, and then just kind of get it all together like in someone's bedroom, like just get it like a tape deck type shit and just record the shit onto a tape or burn it onto a CDR, and you just kind of make your own artwork or whatever, spray paint the CD or whatever,
Yeah.
and then you just go to a show with like a stack in your bag and you just hand them out.
Oh,
I know this person's in the band. Oh, this person's chill. Let me give them a demo. And you kind of like hustle like that, and that's kind of like the generation of hardcore that I kind of like learned how to that's how you hustle. That's how you get put on, is like you show up, you support, you know the scene, and you kind of talk to people and network, and you just like, oh yeah, I'm in a band, check this out, here's a tape, here's a CD. So like, I think I'm sure people still do that, but it seems like it kind of changed up within a couple of years, which is not necessarily bad, but it's just different. So so that's kind of how we started out, and then
wait, hold on. I want to say that I feel as if I was the fifth official and unofficial member of Rosenbombs.
absolutely.
I'd always be, like, what was it? I would always get a ride with Jose to Antioch, and then I would
Yeah.
stay there, like, and then it was weird because I don't think anyone understood why I would come from San Jose to Antioch to hang out,
Yeah.
and I would just
I
I'll go there, stay at. First, I was staying at fucking Jeff or Juan's house.
Yep.
Then I would stop. Then I would start going with you guys, with you and Daniel,
Yep.
and then we'd like end up at like, what was it, like, with Brian Warner's house?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Someone's random ass
Yeah.
house.
Hella random, dude.
Yeah.
Antioch is so weird, and yeah, you definitely were unofficial member,
I remember I
and
to the
Doug.
recording,
What was that?
came to the 7-inch recording.
Yeah, 7 inch. So yeah, basically we just played a few shows. I remember we did play a couple Warm Water Cove shows. And I remember at one of the Warm Water Cove shows, like we covered a Dystrophy song, and then one of the members of Dystrophy was like in the crowd, and he was just like, this is weird. But like for us, like, yeah, like for us, we like heard like just their 7 inch and the songs on that one comp. I forgot what the comp was called, but
Oh, I know what comp you're talking about.
yeah, I forgot what the fuck it was called. Yeah, I should probably should have did some more homework, but before this, but
That's all good. This is what it's all about, though. This is literally
yeah,
like I made this pretty much. I want to make this podcast and talk to people and show people's history in music and how it all kind of makes sense of what made you basically the person you are now. You know what I mean? How
absolutely.
everything.
Right
You know
on.
what I mean? Because I had my homie Adam on here, and he helped record like a bunch of K Records artists
Wow.
with when Calvin Johnson did the Dub Narcotic studio. He was basically helping Calvin Johnson record.
Uh-huh.
You know what I mean? So it's just kind of like, it's like things about people. People are like, oh, there's this artist, I like the music, but they don't know that there's a whole history about them. That makes sense. That makes it
Right.
like a wild.
No, that's so true.
I feel like a lot of people make music and they don't really have a story. But there's people
Right.
that be having stories. You got a story.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I got kind of like a weird story. But yeah, so I'm trying to get the timeline correct. But like, so yeah, we played a couple shows. We some memorable shows that we played. We actually opened for Limprist one time, which was amazing. That was in Watsonville. That was really rad. I think, what was that?
That was a good night. I remember that night.
Yeah, that was sick. I think it was kind of weird, kind of just being young and not really like knowing like where you kind of fit in the punk scene, but like for some reason like the South Bay, San Jose, and like the kids out there, like you and all the kids out there, like we kind of connected with you guys more. We were just kind of more I don't know. I guess we were just on the same vibe, on the same wavelength. You know what I mean? So I think it was just easier to connect with you guys. Kind of just like the other groups of like kids our age, like from wherever, like the city or Oakland or whatever. We just didn't really like. There was some kids here and there that we connected with, but like it wasn't really like we got like linked into like that scene.
Yeah.
But I think we kind of just had like. What was that?
I was just gonna say that I think it's because we both are people from the suburbs. We understand each other. People mostly from the city are trying to run away from that suburban life and shit. You know what I mean? But like, it's like,
yeah.
I mean, damn, like the suburbs is really where it's like you don't got nothing like the city, so you gotta make something out of what you got. You know what I mean? And it's kind of I feel like this is where the most craziest shit happens, like, you know, and then people take what they got and they go to the city, and I feel like you kind of get, sometimes some people get kind of just like, they just assimilate with city people and they become city people. They totally forget about like this fucking hunger they had to be a city person, but still you're in the, you know what I mean? And you can't really tell somebody in the suburbs because, you know, they're doing that suburban shit. I don't know, but.
Yeah, absolutely. I think a lot of people from where I grew up, Antioch, I think they kind of just, Antioch is such a shitty town, like so just depressive, you know what I mean? That like if you make it to San Francisco or make it to Oakland or Berkeley, like you like just made it in life. That's kind of like the, you know what I mean? If you stick around, if you like stick around Antioch, like you're like, you fucked up, like something along the way, you know, was bad. Like you made a bad decision and your punishment is staying in Antioch, you know what I mean? Yeah. So kind of like so that's kind of like where we were at too. Like we just hated the town that we lived in, and we just had all this hatred for it. It was just like it's Antioch's basically kind of like a hick town. So there's just kind of like that weird vibe, that like weird rednecky vibe, but it's like it's still like part of the East Bay technically, and then like I don't know, it's just like a really odd place. Like somebody said that Antioch is the Florida of the Bay Area, which is pretty accurate, I think, in my opinion.
It's a wild place. I remember, did I tell you that one time I was in, not Antioch, maybe it's Oakley, but I took the bus all the way from the BART to go hang out with Michael, right? Banana.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I got off the bus. The first thing I see is a man on a horse going to Safeway.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
That was the most desperate thing I like ever seen. Then I went to
Yeah.
a party where people like talk shit about me behind my back, and then as soon as I turned around, act like they didn't see me, and I was like, "What the fuck are these? Are some strange suburban people?"
Yeah, dude. It's
Like,
yeah, it's pretty whack. Yeah. Yeah.
crazy place.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not trying to like harp on Antioch for too much, but yeah, it kind of fueled like our just drive to just actually like do something with ourselves. You know what I mean? So started the band. We were playing. We actually got some really good shows, some decent shows, and like we played a speed trials. After the 7-inch on 65 came out, we got on a speed trials, which was pretty amazing. Like we played on the floor, and then I think that band. I want to say that band Charm played, I think, from Japan. I think that was
Oh,
that one. But I remember it being the one where Hatred Surge played
uh-huh.
their set, and then the singer from Insect Warfare just walked on stage and they played the Insect Warfare set like back to back, and it was just like the whole spot just came unglued. It was just like
Was it speed trial?
yeah, or I believe it
think
was Speed Trials.
They are on tour. Hatred Surge, Insect Warfare, and PLF, right?
I don't remember. I don't remember the timeline, but that was the scenario.
Yeah.
But yeah, like we got to play some pretty like interesting shows, and I'm definitely not doing it a service with my bad memory, but
That was a fucking great band. And then you guys put out the 7-inch on 625. I feel like that really solidified it, and because obviously you guys were sick as fuck. You were sick as fuck, man. Like, you can't talk about any Bay Area power violence without talking about Rosenbombs.
which in my opinion, I was just like, holy shit, like when you say stuff like that, I'm super like mad humbled, you know what I mean? Like, damn,
Yeah.
like thank you. But like at the same time, we're just like some like shitty nerds from Antioch. Like we were so like socially awkward.
You know what I mean?
We were yeah, dude, like we were like so socially awkward, like we had no idea how to like integrate with like a punk scene, you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
Like everything was like on the fly, like we were winging it the whole time, you know what I mean? But like we just kind of like saw, what you know what I mean? We're just like, okay, like yeah, we like this, so let's like see what's up with this, or you know what I mean? So it was just kind of just like you're growing up, and we were in like high school age when all that shit was happening. So I don't know. It's just when I look back, I'm like, wow, we actually like did some shit, which is like I really like appreciate, 65 for even giving us a chance. It's just like damn, like we were literally like some straight up like nerdy ass dudes. Like
I think like every release pretty much on 65 got to be just some nerds.
yeah, but and that's the whole flow of the label. So like it fit,
Yeah.
And so it's tight. Like and the thing is like yeah, like I think we spent so much time around each other that you kind of just get sick of it. Like, just like your friends that you grow up with, like you spend so much time with them and you kind of just like depend on them for just kind of like that friendship or camaraderie, or just kind of like, you know what I mean? Like those are the people you spend so much time with, but then like you also get like super annoyed with them, or you get super just kind of like you just want to just, I don't know, just be like, fuck you, you're stupid. You know what I mean? But it's like a sibling type thing. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
So I think by the time that the 7-inch came out, like we were just not. It came out, and then we recorded that 7-inch with Craigums.
Oh yeah.
So in Alameda, which was a really cool experience, and he was stoked on us, and we're just like, damn, yeah, like, sick, And then
that was a pretty fun day.
yeah, that was sick. And then but yeah, and then I get and then and the thing is too, like with me, I was just so scatterbrained and like so all over the place. Like I know that we recorded for a comp too, a compilation,
Mm-hmm.
and I just remember recording the songs. I don't remember anything about submitting the songs to who. I don't even. It's a Bay Area comp.
Probably Jeff
Yeah,
Rete.
Jeff was definitely like all about, the being the connector, connecting all the dots and everything like that too. So then fast forward, once we kind of stopped that, uh Daniel, who played guitar in Rosenbombs, I started hanging out with Trey, who ended up being the second guitar player, and well, he's basically, we're both first and second guitar players. And I wrote haikus about cannibalism in your yearbook, but so like that was kind of like Rosenbaums existed while the offshoot where I was getting in a different style type shit, and then I kind of basically just took Daniel with me, like, yo, play the drums, Daniel, and then like me,
Which is wild because he never played the drums at all.
well he kind of fucked with like the drums like here and there, and he would, like, if we were like jamming like in someone's garage or whatever, he could hang, you know what I mean? But I don't think he ever played drums for a band.
Yeah.
Just like little projects here and there, whatever. But like, I think that was like the first time he like straight up played the drum. Like, I'm the drummer in this band. And then going back in the timeline, like Steve, who I was in Disco Sasquatch with, he would, like, me and him were like at one point like best friends, and even more of a splinter off. Like, we had a friend named Alex Johnson from that area, Oakley, Antioch, the area, who was a little, like, maybe like 1 or 2 years older than us, and he was into like, he kind of introduced me into kind of like the emo, like the true like post emo indie rock kind of stuff, and like kind of like the screamo stuff. Like, he introduced me to, like, well, all of us really, like me, Steve, who was in Disco Sasquatch with me, and I wrote haikus about cannibalism in your yearbook on bass.
Yeah.
Alex Johnson introduced me and him and Daniel into like the I Have Dreams demo, the I Hate Myself releases, and then like he was really into Sunny Day Real Estate. That was like his favorite band, like Mineral. Like, he was just like into that kind of stuff, and like Braid, and just all the classic like 90s like emo stuff. And
that guy, he taught me something that I actually use to this day. He told me, if you say someone's name 5 times when talking to them, you'll remember their name. That's
the thing. That's the thing about Alex Johnson. Super intelligent dude. Like, he would read books, like hell books.
Yeah,
he was the only, like, before the shit was like hella popular and just kind of the norm to do. Yeah. He would have like the whole Super Nintendo, Sega Genesis, NES, like video game catalogs on his computer, like as the modules, and he would just play them on his off his computer, and he would link his computer to his TV, and he would sit there and just play like old like retro video games like off his computer, because he downloaded all the modules. Like, but before that was just kind of like a normal thing to do. Like, people do that all the time now.
Yeah.
But like, he was one of like the first people I was like, damn, this guy's really like about like this computer shit. And then he was responsible for I Wrote Haikus to actually become something, to just kind of become like an actual like band that was like mentioned in that style, was because of him, because he had a huge catalog of music, and he was on SoulSeek, so people would download from him all the time. And then
that's like the worst, when you have 1,000 people downloading you and like,
yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I remember that. That's hella funny. I mean, like, he had such a huge catalog of music, but then he put our demo in his catalog of music, so people were like looking for that style of music. and he just kind of like slipped us in his catalog, so people were downloading our demo along with like all that shit. So that's kind of like how it became kind of like a weird like internet thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's the thing. That's why, you know what I mean? That's why I'm trying to do this shit, because I want to know. I want to know. Other people want to know how these things came to be.
Yeah. So that's pretty much how people like started to hear us, like, and then so we recorded the Haikus demo. So it was me, Daniel, who was in Rosenbombs with me, Steve Bruder, who was in Disco Sasquatch with me, and just kind of like a longtime friend that we would always jam or whatever. He was on bass in that band. Trey, who I met just through our group of friends. He went to Antioch High School. We went to Deer Valley High School, but then we had like connecting friends that kind of introduced us to Trey, and then me and Trey really hit it off. Trey was into like similar music, and then we just kind of like he played guitar, I played some guitars. We kind of like show each other riffs, and then just kind of like built it from there. So that was that band. So the demo was recorded by this kid named Chris Cicchini. May he rest in peace. He passed not too long ago. He passed. And then in his house, his garage, his dad had like some recording equipment that he was able to use, and we recorded the demo. It was that 8-song demo, and then that was pretty much it. And then that was the demo that we gave to Alex Johnson. He loved it or whatever. He was like always talking about it. Oh, this is so good, whatever. And then he put it on his SoulSeek, and then he actually recorded. Alex Johnson recorded us in a storage facility, in the hallway of a storage facility in Oakley, California. Like we had a second crop of like demoed songs from My Wrote Haikus, and then I was like maybe 5 or 6 songs. Alex Johnson recorded us, and he was like just a kind of a tech nerd and just kind of like a gear nerd. So he recorded us on an ADAT machine, and an ADAT machine is it's like a recording console, but you use VHS tapes. So it's kind of like, in a way, like a reel-to-reel, but it's like basically just like a VHS tape that you're recording the audio onto, and then you can edit. I guess it's easier at the time when it came out. It was easier to edit than like a reel-to-reel. So he recorded like those songs on that thing. It was just like so bizarre. But and then like we just recorded the quote unquote unofficial second demo that I wrote, Haiku's second demo, on that thing in a storage facility's hallway in Oakley, California. And then at the time we had a MySpace, and then all of a sudden it just seemed like people were just like really into the band. People, I don't know, people were what was that?
It was a big deal. People are still super into that band. I would meet
Yeah.
kids, and then I would tell them about that band, and they would be like, "What? You know that band?" Like blah blah blah. And I'd be like, "Damn, you know that band? That's crazy."
Yeah.
That's
So that
that's like if you like rare music, that's like a need to know.
Yeah, thanks, man. Like I'm still tripping off how much people like it. You know, I'm just like, damn.
I want you to talk about social studies.
Yeah.
That was how did social studies? What was that?
Okay, yeah. So with Alex Johnson, I was in 2 bands I forgot to mention. So Steve Bruder, myself, Alex Johnson, the guy who introduced us to that kind of style of punk or whatever, like, you know, whatever. And then this kid, Brian Warner,
Oh yeah,
kind of a legendary homie from Antioch.
Yeah.
Us 4, we had a band before social studies called what the hell was it called? It was like I'm gonna butcher the name because I forgot it. It's like named after like a book or something, like Silent Weapons for Quiet Wars or something like that. or Quiet Weapons for Silent Wars, something like that. And that was kind of like I don't know, if you think of like kind of like At the Drive-In-ish or Drive Like Jehu-ish, but like screamy. Like that's what that band sounded like. And then we kept jamming and we started writing more stuff that sounded kind of like we wanted to sound like the Get Up Kids or like the Promise Ring or something. So like as we started jamming, we started playing a little bit more like poppier and I guess a little softer or whatever. And then that became the social studies stuff. And it's weird. I don't know. I just don't. We played one socials. Okay. So Silent Weapons for Quiet Wars. We played one show, and that was at Rooster's Roadhouse. And that was it was a fucking it was like a metalcore show. It was like a mosh show. So it was this band Shattered Screams that was from Antioch, and then members from Shattered Screams went on to play in Hoods, which is kind of funny. And then Suffocate, that band Suffocate from San Leandro.
So
played.
You're telling me Suffocate and Social Studies played a show?
Well, pre-social studies. So it was Silent Weapons for Quiet Wars, which is like kind of like the proto social studies, kind of like screamy type shit. I don't know what we were trying to do, but we played a show with Suffocate.
Did people feel
and what was that?
Did people feel it?
No, they hated us. They were like so. They were so bummed out. They were so bummed because, like, you know, they're like super moshy and like, you know, and then there was like the drummer at the time for Suffocate, like he was like moshing like super hard for like all the other bands. Oh yeah, there was this band from, I think they're from Oakley, California. They're called One Last Aurora, and they were like, dude, they were trying to be like fucking Thrice, like so bad. They wanted to be the next Thrice.
You know yeah. About Thrice, I've seen Thrice live. More than I'd like to say.
Yeah, they're trying to be like
Thrice and Hot Water Music more than I'd like to like actually.
Hot Water Music has some jammers though. Yeah, but they wanted to be like the next Poison the Well, like so bad. Like they had the look down and everything, and it was just hella funny. Like that was back when like you had the small metalcore shirt, the small black metalcore shirt with like the baggy jeans and the skate shoes, you know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
And like the snake bites, like they were definitely like they had that look dialed in, bro. They were like super about it.
Oh man. That's such a time, bro. Like
yeah.
You can't even people can't even touch that. That's too scary of a fit.
Yeah, dude. They were like all about it. But like that band wasn't that good. But yeah, so like we played that show, and then that was funny. But like at the time, the drummer for Suffocate was moshing super hard, and then like there was this girl that we knew. She came to like hear us because we were like homies with her, and he hella hate moshed on her hella hard, and I felt hella bad because she was just like some like nice indie girl, like, oh yeah, my friends are playing, and this dude just like I forgot her name. I think it was this girl named Ruiz, I think. But like yeah, the drummer moshed on her hella hard. Like she was like if you remember Rooster's Roadhouse, it was just a small ass stage, right? And then it was like a small
Roadhouse. That's a legendary spot.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's pretty much where like Bay Area hardcore like started. Pretty much.
Yeah. Word. So like it's like the small stage.
I mean, like that scene, like that whole scene and shit, and like the early.
Yeah. 2000s. Yeah. So it's like the shin high stage and like the small like little dance floor, and then like the bar seating around it. So like she was sitting at the bar, and then he just like unrelentlessly was just like moshed on her hella hard. I just felt hella bad. I was like, "Are you okay?" She was like, "Yeah, I'm fine." But I could tell like he kind of couple of his like hands like connected, and I was just like, this guy's
fucking... women give birth, you know.
Yeah. No, I know that, but just like someone who just has,
you know.
No, yeah, I'm not saying like she like wasn't tough or something, but I just know that she had no context, like no mental context of like what these people were doing, and then some dude is just like punching her, and I was just like, damn, what the fuck? I was like, all right.
Show got socked up.
Yeah, and then like we like set up to play, and then like we kind of just had like some onstage banter, and I was like, oh yeah, I was like on the mic because I sang and played drums too, so I had a mic up to my mouth. I was like, oh yeah, by the way, we sound nothing like anyone who played here tonight. And then like someone in the crowd was like, oh great, they're probably emo, and I was just like, oh, here we go. And then we played, and then I don't know, it was just like, and we actually covered an "I Have Dreams" song during that set, which was dope.
Did they mosh to that?
Nah, they were just like staring at us the whole time. The whole time. They were bummed.
That's if you get to stare.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah. If
they stay and stare.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
They're
staring at us for sure.
You planted a seed.
Yeah.
Yo, Twoncasters. If you like that one, hit us with a follow. Hit us with a review. Say, hey T, you doing good, bro. Do your thing. Or just don't say anything at all. You already know what it is. Hit that follow button. Hit that subscribe button. Tell your friend. Tell big sis. Tell big bro. Tell lil sis. Tell lil bro. Tell binary. Non-binary. You already know. I'm just here, man. Loving life. I love doing this shit, dude. Just for y'all. And give me something to do, man. I can't just make music all the time. And I'll probably never make, I don't even know, man. I just like to, set up this little conversations, talk about stuff, you know what I mean, that I wouldn't normally talk about, and then, record it, good little conversations with the people, good people I really think you guys should know. Shit, bro, I just want you to open your mind, bro, elevate, you know what I'm saying, open up your mind, stimulate your mind, Craig. Stimulate your mind, Craig. It's cool, bro. But yeah, check back next week. Next motherfucking Wizneek, we gonna have part 2 with Freddie Ruiz. California's still on fire. Police need to stop fucking killing us. NBA. Doing your thing, NBA players doing their thing. Rest in peace, Riley Gale. Rest in peace, Sammy Winston. Rest in peace, Tim Butcher. Rest in peace, Will. And there's so many people, bro. I done lost so many friends, bro. Not people dying, bro, but they energy still with me. It's really like, rest in peace, Pete, too, man. Rest in peace, Gus, man. It's crazy. People be like, yo, man, love your friends, this and that, bro. Actually love your friends, dude. Don't just tell them you love them, man. Fucking go hang out with them and shit, bro. Like, catch up, you know what I'm saying? Like, don't just say, hey, man, I love you. Just remember I love you. What is that, bro? Go out, make memories with your friends, bro. If that person's your friend, go make real memories with them, you know what I'm saying? Love them when they do good shit, love them when they do bad shit, bro. It's about balance, dude. These fucking people, bro. These fucking people, bro. They'll try to tell you, bro. Oh, don't kick it with that person. They do this, this, and that, bro. Come on, man. Form your own fucking opinion about things. Please. If you learn one thing today, this morning, form your own opinion. Get many hats. Go get a bunch of hats, man. New Era fitteds, bro. Invest in some New Era fitteds. Invest in some white tees. Go live your fucking life, man. Live your life for you. Don't live it for nobody else. Go make memories with your friends. Go make some good memories, man. Go make some bad memories. Fuck it. Make memories, man. Everything don't gotta be good. everything don't gotta be all bad. You know what I'm saying? And that's just T shooting from the hip, baby. This is the Twoncast. And I really like being here. I really like being here with y'all stupid ass niggas, bro. I really love it, bro. Turn up. Peace out. I love y'all. Bye.